In the metals quadrant, taking a look at the March copper futures, which after 4 straight sessions lower, bounced and ends the day near the highs. The high today, 407.82 half. That was up 1.4%. And the low today was 4.0090, which was down about 0.42%. And with a little bit of time left in the session, copper is still up towards the highs, coming into a resistance area from earlier in the week, still up about 1.2%. Despite coming off the lows on a weekly basis, copper still finished down, and it's the third down week in the last 4. Looking at some of the international news that affects copper, the People's Bank of China all but promised more stimulus at their last meeting, which took place on December 27th. The People's Bank of China indicated their intention to cut banks' reserve requirement ratios and to cut interest rates at an appropriate time. They also emphasized the need to implement a moderately loose monetary policy to strengthen the economy. As I've mentioned a million times, China is still the largest consumer and smelter of copper, and part of the weakness we saw in 2024 in the copper contract was because of weakness in the Chinese economy. Analysts are hoping for more monetary policy stimulus out of China to stimulate that economy, which would also likely stimulate demand for copper. We also get a bunch of Fed speak next week, which could affect copper indirectly. Next week, we get San Francisco Fed President Mary Daly, Fed Governor Christopher Waller, Fed Governor Michelle Bowman, and Philadelphia Fed President Patrick Harker. And if they were to speak more dovishly, this could affect the direction of copper, because stimulus by the US Fed would also stimulate the demand for copper in theory, and you could see a bid off of those speakers if we actually get dovish talk next week.